Okay, take two. So, to answer the three questions of whether or how I want my body disposed of, or my remains disposed of, and whether I want a ceremony or not, and whether I'm an organ donor or not. To answer the first question, I want to be buried naturally, and I want a tree planted over me. And the reason for this is it's kind of inspired by the movie The Fountain, and it's funny that they use the same tree that I want planted over me. I think it's a maple tree, the one with the spiky balls, and spiky balls, star-shaped leaves, I guess. They grow to be pretty tall. The reason I want this is because as a kid I used to play in those trees, and I like the idea of my body having an effect afterwards, like nourishing the tree, unless that's a contamination hazard that I don't know about. Yeah, I used to play in those trees, and I used to climb them and sleep in them. I'm surprised I didn't fall off of it, except one time where I was pushed off. I guess that's the reason why I would want other people to enjoy the tree just like I did, and I like the idea of changing the traditional cemetery look instead of it just being stones with people's names on them, which I get because it acknowledges that they lived once. So, but I would want it to be changed so that there's like little forests instead, and there could be like little placards next to the trees. But obviously, not everyone's gonna want that. Um, though I think it's a pretty beautiful idea. Um, but yeah, that's what I would want. Now, to the ceremony thing, I know I'm probably going to have a ceremony, and I know it's part of the grieving process for people, but I wouldn't really want one just because they pump your body with preservatives, especially if it's an open casket and thing, and so I wouldn't want that, but I know it's probably going to happen. The way I would want it is it would be like a little party, and people would get awards, um, just like really close family and friends, and I would want little statues of me handed out with various poses that I take, like the little champion poses, and I don't know, things like that, and I would have stuff I say a lot written, inscribed on them, and hopefully it would make them laugh, because life is short, for them too, and I hope they enjoy it after I'm gone. Hopefully that's not anytime soon. Other than that, to answer the next question of whether I'm an organ donor or not, I am not an organ donor, and recently I've started taking this EMT class, and, just to learn about it, and, I've read in the Taking Care of the Sick and Injured book, 10th edition, whatever, that they separate organ donors from non-organ donors in mass accidents, and they treat the non-organ donors first. And I think that's horrible. Everyone should be treated equally, unless I'm missing something and I read that wrong. But I guess I'll have to um, reread that. But I want to be treated equally, and that scares me because I want to live. I want to live, and I don't think it's selfish to live, so I don't feel bad about not being an organ donor. So, I know you can make special requests, but I don't think the paramedics or EMTs are going to be looking at your little card or whatever um, during the accident. So, what else? I don't plan on being on in any accidents anytime soon, but you never know. Unless I'm like in the hospital and I am like gonna die of a brain tumor or something and my organs can be saved, then I will sign the paperwork and have have them take my organs before I actually die, I guess. I don't know. But only then. Yeah. So, those are my answers, and I hope I was clear on everything. I hope I explained everything. See ya. Spiky balls. Oh, man.